How's it going, everyone? Happy Thursday morning. I am on the road in Austin today, down here playing some Rodney Crowell shows for the next few days. We're playing in Kenny, Texas tonight, and then the Paramount Theater here in Austin tomorrow night, and then we're in, I think we're at the Do-Si-Do Saturday night, which is north of Houston. I'm just kind of goofing off in the hotel room. I'm gonna hit the road in a little bit. Here's a cool jazz cheat chord. I think of it like when you want to throw in a little ear bender. That's kind of a movable thing you can do. Paul Franklin showed me that. I didn't know you could move. I never thought about moving those around. I heard him doing it on the steel one day. There was another one he showed me. That's a good one too. You want to slide them around. I noticed there were some questions about this main tele of mine, so I'm just going to do a quick rundown on what it is, the bits and pieces. I built this during COVID when we were living out in Santa Cruz. I built one for my son, like a little kit-built Stu Mac Mini Esquire that we built, and then I tinkered around with this for a few months. So it's a MJT ash body, one-piece ash, which is getting harder and harder to find. And I wondered why that was, and I was talking to Joe Reggio at a guitar show 3 or 4 months ago. I was like, why is it getting harder to find ash, like one-piece ash? And he said that 10 or 15 years ago, there was an infestation of some kind of bug that wiped out a lot of the ash. Ash, groves, whatever they call them, I don't know, ash trees, and there's been a shortage. Apparently, it's really hard to get ash nowadays. So there you go. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's still a bunch of them out there, but just so you know, if you're poking around, like I always am, to find lightweight one-piece ash, it's only going to get harder to find. Anyway, that's what this is. I bought this body off of eBay from one of those MJT listings. It's pretty light. Some people ask if the bender adds weight. It doesn't really. The amount of wood they take out, or the gene takes out, is pretty much the same weight as the mechanism that ends up in here. So there you go. This was Gene Parsons' B-bender. It's the original B-bender design. It's got his cool little, I don't know if you can see that. There's like a engraving here. It says string bender with a patent number on it. It's pretty cool. So that's what that is. This neck is I ordered from Lindy Freyland's website, and he gets the necks from All Parts. They're a really fat U shape, which a lot of people don't like, and I don't love them, honestly. I find them really hard to get around. But he has them on his website that way for the purpose of shaping the neck yourself. So I bought a couple of tools from Stu Mac. I bought a rasp file and some scrapers and a bunch of different grades of sandpaper, and I've just kind of been shaping this. I had a 53 tele years ago, that I got from Joe Glazer. They had this really cool Tadeo shaped neck, which is a soft V that works its way up to a very full C up top. It's very comfortable. Anyway, I think I'm still one version away. I've still got to take a little more out of the shoulder in this neck to get the V that I want. And it's also just a little big still, so I got another round to go. But it's getting there. And I always like how the Fenders have this dish right here. I always like that slender tele headstock thing. Anyway, so that's what that is. These pickups are Ron Ellis. It's a flat pole 50B, it's called, that my friend Grant First Stat turned me onto in Australia. It's like around 8K, I think. It's a pretty high output, raunchy flat pole pickup. And then this is a pickup that I talked to Ron about finding a good mate in output for this bridge pickup. This is what he calls the killer, and it's pretty high. It's like 9K-ish, I think, but it's made to balance with the 50B output, and it's every bit as raunchy as the bridge pickup, which I love. It gets a really good fat middle sound too. So those are the pickups. These saddles are, this is a 60s bridge. I know this is gonna sound like crazy, like I'm licking batteries or something, but I swear these 60s, for some reason these bridges have a sound, a tinky kind of, I don't know what it is, but I swear there's something to them. So it's a late 60s bridge. They're also lighter, they're lighter weight than a lot of tele bridges I've noticed. I don't know. These saddles are brass saddles. Now I know this is going to sound like I keep saying licking batteries. I always think of Eric Johnson for some reason, because some people say, you know, he's like, and who's to say he's wrong? I don't know. But you know, he gets into like crazy details with his gear. I do take a Dremel and I flatten the bottom of the screws that go through the saddles. Because if you notice, the bottom of these screws have, they don't go flush with the bridge plate. And you can just file off the bottoms. It takes 2 seconds if you have a Dremel. And then they sit flush to the plate, so you get a little more transmission, you know, like, I don't know, contact, I guess you'd say. So I do that. This is, I don't know, this is just a saddle that, this started sitaring, this B string, so I have a steel saddle. I don't know that it changes the sound any, but that's what that is. And then I have an original 55 set of pots and cap that I pulled out of a lap steel, Fender lap steel, that I have in here in the control assembly, and a nice 3-way switch, and that's it. There you go. That's the whole list. This is also from the same place this bridge came from, a 60s neck plate, if you want that 60s neck plate tone. All right, hope everybody's doing good, and I'll post some stuff from the gigs the next few nights. All right.